Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 177 is here, and once again it has provided some absolute fire. The three-way battle between Yuta, Ryu and the Sky Lady is heating up, with Yuta being pressured more and more as the chapters go on. So much so this chapter that he's actually going to summon Rika for chapter 178, which is going to be very hyped. That final panel, no lie, may have given me chills. So yeah, next week's chapter is going to be some insanity, but we got quite a bit to talk about in today's video. So if you're new here and enjoy Jujutsu Kaisen content, make sure to subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. Now let's get into it. So last chapter we had Yuta actually getting close range with Ryu. Before their fight actually commences, we have Ryu talking a little bit, with it pretty much getting confirmed that he's a sorcerer from the past as well. So both Ryu and the Sky Lady from the past. Kinda as expected, but I'm glad they go with some clarification regarding that. We have Ryu talking a little bit, getting some understanding of who he is as a character, but then their fight actually begins close range, with Ryu being beastly at close range as well, which I'm personally very glad for. I was worried that he would be a one trick with his ranged curse energy attacks, but no, he is a beast overall, with Yuta pointing out that he's got high offensive power and explosive curse energy, and on top of all that, his reactions are fast, with high defense, enough power to hurt Yuta, everything like that. So Ryu pretty much has everything going for him, an overall beast, which is very cool to see. And he's also unsatisfied, which kinda in this context means Ryu's really never had the chance to go all out in a fight. At least that's my view on this conversation here. So Ryu's going to unleash his full power against Yuta in the coming chapters, which is going to be pretty interesting, especially with the arrival of Rika next chapter. Can't wait to see his and the Sky Lady's reactions to that. It's going to be some insane shit. But we have Ryu actually blasting Yuta away, so he can use his curse energy output from really anywhere in his body, is what it seems like, which is something I guess important to note for future events. But after knocking Yuta away, their fight is continuing full speed, with Yuta being able to deflect his main blast with his bare hands alone, and actually able to almost actually catch him off guard and land a strike, but again he is blasted away. And then we have the Sky Lady coming back for the battle using one of her abilities. She lands an attack directly on Yuta after he got blasted away by Ryu, so Yuta is really struggling now, man, getting beat around quite a bit. With her interfering, actually triggering Ryu, Ryu tries to attack her, then the Sky Lady does some very impressive stuff. So yeah, she was pretty badass this chapter. His main blast, she was able to pretty much redirect it back at Ryu, hitting him directly. So that was pretty sick if I'm being honest, and it does demonstrate her ability to control the sky. And I would like to say be immune or have a perfect counter to really any projectile based attacks if you can do this with a curse energy blast. I don't see why she wouldn't be able to do it with anything that's projectile based. So yeah, the Sky Lady do be potentially pretty overpowered with this ability, which is something cool to see. Regardless, Ryu is able to tank his own blast. He does show some injuries, but nothing too major, with them both thinking about how reverse curse technique is hard to deal with, but it does take a lot of curse energy, and they think that Yuta may be running low on curse energy, which is most likely not the case. Yuta as a whole, if I remember correctly, has the most cursed energy from what we know of in the series. However, due to Gojo's 6 eyes and just, Gojo in general, he pretty much has unlimited cursed energy because he can reset it, but at a base level, Yuta has more than him. So I think he is fairly fine, and also the fact that he's pretty much nerfed himself this whole fight so far. And of course, the arrival of Rika next chapter is going to demonstrate the true power of him. So yeah, that's pretty much everything we got in today's chapter. But the final panel, come Rika, all of you. Yeah, that's going to be very, very hype. Will it be ripped for both of them? Maybe they'll survive another chapter after that. But these two seem to be the last remaining sorcerers in this colony. So once Yuta does take them out, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this colony and what he does from there, and who we actually cut to next. I'm thinking it may be Panda and Hikari in fighting the person who knows Sukuna, that could be pretty hype. Maybe Maki, we haven't seen her in a while, and I won't be surprised if she ends up soloing a whole colony by herself as well. That's going to be pretty hype if we actually get to see that. Maybe we see Choso with him protecting Tengen. That could be pretty cool. Of course, the stuff that's going with Megumi and the Angel. And we haven't seen, of course, Yuji in quite a while. Whether he's actually found Megumi or he's with the Angel or anything like that. But regardless, I am enjoying this Yuta arc or whatever you want to call it. It's just very cool to actually be following Yuta mainly. Pretty much the first time in the main series, as the initial, Rise of Yuta was in Volume 0 and the movie that's coming out shortly as well, which is going to be hype. But in the main series, we haven't really got too much of Yuta, so this has been very cool. Can't wait to see what happens from here. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe, check out all the other stuff in the description. Shout out to these absolute mad lads who support the channel via the Patreon. But yep, that's it guys. Peace.